When is a one-off financial planning fee appropriate? And when is a percentage of assets under management fee appropriate? Everyone has opinions about these matters, and today I'm going to share mine with you all. To begin, I believe that despite getting a lot of lip service, the substance beneath the what should I pay for retirement planning or investment advice question is rarely given the specificity it deserves. The question is why? In my opinion, most financial advisors and retirement planners don't actually have a solid way to substantiate what they're providing. My opinion is that we should really be thinking of a financial plan or a retirement plan as a distinctly different product than investment advice. In the traditional financial landscape, you, the consumer, are gated from obtaining a plan or getting qualified advice until you form an assets under management relationship with an investment advisor. In other words, you have to make one of the riskiest decisions of your life to turn over investment direction of your lifetime accumulated savings to essentially a stranger before you can get the answers to the questions, when can I retire? And what can I spend if I retire tomorrow? Now, this is an undeniably terrible pricing model that heavily favors the financial institutions at the expense of you, the consumer. Now, does that mean that a percentage of assets under management is an inappropriate fee? And the answer to that, in my opinion, is no. An AUM or assets under management fee can be appropriate in many scenarios. It just should not be the starting point for a financial advice relationship. Starting a relationship with an AUM fee would be like getting a new job and then getting paid your annual bonus on day one. The incentive structures are just totally out of whack. Now, earlier, I said that I believe that we should be thinking about a financial plan as a distinctly separate service or product from investment advice. My opinion is that a plan is the first step in any process that includes risk. So your financial plan should inform and dictate how your investments are constituted and not the other way around. And yet the majority of the industry would have you believe that you should first invest and then plan your life around those investments. Now, to me, that's crazy. That's kind of like shooting the gun first and aiming later. What problems should an investment relationship seek to solve? And what problems should a financial plan seek to solve? Now, a financial plan should answer the following questions. 1, based on when I want to retire, how much do I need to save each year? 2, based on my current accumulated wealth, when is the earliest that I can retire? 3, based on my desired spending in retirement, how much income will my portfolio be responsible for producing? And then 4th, based on the answers to all the above questions, what investment rate of return do I need to target in order to make my plans a reality? Now, the investment relationship should seek to solve the following problems. How do I invest my funds in order to meet or exceed the target rate of return as determined by my financial plan? Number 2, how do I invest my funds in the best risk-adjusted way as determined by my financial plan? 3, how often and how should I measure the risk of my investment portfolio as determined by my financial plan? Number 4, how and how often should I make changes to the investment composition of my portfolio consistent with my financial plan? 5, how should I take withdrawals in the most tax-efficient manner consistent with my financial plan? And then 6, what recurring quarterly or annual activities should I or could I take with my portfolio to improve the risk-reward ratio in accordance with my financial plan? Now, the way I see it, all investment-related concepts should be informed and dictated by one's financial plan. So the question now is, how do I tie all this back to the pricing or fee question? Well, I see it quite simply. First, according to the logic that I've laid out so far, the proper place to begin is always with a financial plan. Okay, so if we do intend to begin with a financial plan, then what's the appropriate amount or way to pay? The first answer is, it's never right to pay $0. See, nothing is ever truly free. It's either free because the quality will be poor and the risk you take on as a consumer is so high that the service can only be sold for free, or it's free because the provider knows they will make up for the cost of the effort on the back end in ways that you as a consumer are not aware of upfront. So to me, the appropriate financial planning relationship is one where it's either a flat fee or a quoted fee based on scope of work that's transparent and has no strings attached beyond the original financial plan. And this means a financial plan with a transparent price for the work and the deliverables with no attachment to any future investment relationship built into the original financial planning agreement. Now, this reduces conflicts of interest. The planner has to quote a fair and appropriate fee to deliver the plan, and the consumer, meaning you, know exactly what you will pay and what you will receive in return. You as a consumer will get answers to the following 4 questions that we said earlier. Based on when I want to retire, how much do I need to save each year? Based on my current accumulated wealth, when is the earliest that I can retire? Based on my desired spending in retirement, how much income will my retirement portfolio be responsible for? And then based on all the preceding answers, what investment rate of return do I need to target to make my plans a reality? Then, a separate working agreement with a separate fee structure can be engaged for an investment relationship. In fact, it's actually my opinion that in the optimal scenario, one would work under 2 arrangements with the same financial provider. A primary entry engagement for a financial plan that helps provide the plan, the education, and establish a relationship based on competence. If the work of building the financial plan with that professional proves that the person or company has the expertise, the quality of character, and the competence to provide a financial plan that solves the key retirement problems, then it can make sense to use that same professional for an investment relationship. That is, if you are indeed even seeking an investment relationship. And if you are seeking an investment relationship, delegate those core activities, then yes, an AUM fee, in my opinion, is the appropriate fee. Now, to be clear, in my opinion, it's entirely okay to want a financial plan without wanting an investment relationship. The manner that I've described so far in this video and podcast allows for that. But if you do want an investment relationship because you don't want to be responsible for those 6 key investment outcomes, then my opinion is that we want to avoid discount investment services, because it will inevitably be the case that a discount service will eventually need to reduce their level of service or individual attention as their client base grows. And if you, like me, agree that an investment relationship is a big risk and that we should go through great pains to not only determine if it is warranted, but also to determine who that professional should be, then an AUM or assets under management fee is actually an exceptionally good partnership model. The advisor can manage their capacity and provide more individualized attention to each client, and the client can sleep well at night knowing that the advisor will not overload their client book in pursuit of discount fee clients. Now, again, to be clear, just because an investment advisor charges using an AUM or percentage-based fee does not make them a good investment manager or financial planner. But using a process like what I've described today in this video, which is starting with a relationship via a paid financial planning engagement with no commitment to an investment relationship, and then using that financial planning relationship to kind of try before you buy, to qualify the competence, but more importantly, the quality of character of the professional is, in my opinion, the optimal way to pursue both the best financial plan, investment advice, and professional partnership. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the financial planning process we use with clients at Peak Financial Planning, I've released a completely free webinar that you can view using the link in the description to this podcast or video below. Anyhow, thanks as always for your time and attention through the exploration of financial advice fees, and I'll see you in the next video.